time. The great equalizer, the subtle teacher, the quiet prankster who hides your keys while you're looking right at them. We chase it, we fight it, we beg it to slow down, especially when we're standing up too fast and suddenly forget how knees work. But what if I told you that growing older isn't just about aching joints and forgetting why you walked into a room? What if aging came with superpowers? Today, we're diving into the real perks of getting older. This isn't your average pep talk. This is the kind of elder wisdom the world desperately needs, sprinkled with humor, honesty, and just the right amount of sass. So sit back, pour yourself something soothing, and let's unravel the surprising truths of aging that no one talks about, but everyone should hear. Number 1, the invisible armor of confidence. When you're young, confidence is a currency you're constantly trying to earn. You ask, am I good enough? Will they like me? Should I pretend I know what I'm doing at this job interview, even though I just Googled what is Excel 10 minutes ago? But as the years roll on, something magical happens. You stop seeking permission. You've worn shoulder pads in the 80s. You've survived dial-up internet. You've raised children, or at least a few plants. And maybe both turned out a little weird, but hey, they're still alive. That counts. Confidence after 60? It's not loud. It's not flashy. It's the quiet kind that walks into a room and doesn't need to prove a thing. You wear what's comfortable. You speak when it matters. And you stop apologizing for things like enjoying a 7 p.m. bedtime. Number 2, the beauty of selective memory. Here's a secret. Selective memory isn't a bug, it's a feature. Yes, maybe you forgot where you put your glasses. They're on your head, by the way. But you also forgot about that one embarrassing thing you said in 1994. And isn't that kind of a gift? Your mind becomes a curator, choosing to hold on to what matters. The smell of your grandmother's kitchen, the sound of rain on a tin roof, that one time you danced like nobody was watching, and everyone was watching, and you just didn't care. Sure, short-term memory gets a little fuzzy, but wisdom, that stays sharp. You may not remember the name of that actor from that movie about the thing with the dog, but you do know how to spot sincerity, when to speak your truth, and when to hold your peace. Number 3, freedom from the tyranny of cool. Once upon a time, you worried about being cool, matching socks, the right music, not getting caught singing ABBA in your car. But one of the greatest gifts of aging? Freedom from the tyranny of cool. Now, you wear socks with sandals and dare anyone to question you. You order decaf at 3 p.m. because sleep matters more than swagger. You crochet, garden, birdwatch, and you don't care if anyone thinks it's grandma stuff. Newsflash, grandma stuff is awesome. Cool is fleeting. But comfort, joy, and doing what you love without apology, that's timeless. Number 4, the power of saying no and meaning it. There's a sacred art to saying no, and it takes decades to master. In your 20s, you say yes to everything. You help everyone move. You go to events you don't want to be at. You agree to things even when your gut says run. By the time you've seen a few sunrises and sunsets, you learn the magic word. No. No, I'm not baking 200 cupcakes for your fundraiser tomorrow. No, I don't want to join your pyramid scheme for essential oils. No, I don't feel like going out. I just put on pajama pants and my soul left my body. This isn't selfishness. It's clarity. You say yes more meaningfully when it matters, and that makes your no powerful. Number 5, embracing the slowness. We live in a world that worships speed, faster internet, faster results, fast food, fast everything. But aging teaches you that slowness is not the enemy. It's a treasure. You savor your coffee instead of chugging it. You take walks, not to burn calories, but to greet trees like old friends. You pause mid-conversation, not because you forgot your point, okay, maybe, but because silence itself holds weight. Slowness makes space. Space for stories. Space for memories. Space for the kind of laughter that makes your stomach hurt. And that's something only time can teach. Number 6, the joy of mentoring, even if nobody asked. You've lived, you've learned, and whether you meant to or not, you've become a wellspring of wisdom. You know how to stretch $1. You know how to survive heartbreak and laugh again. You know the difference between good advice and unsolicited opinion, and yet you still deliver both with love. And if the younger folks aren't listening, that's okay. Sometimes your presence alone speaks volumes. They may roll their eyes now, but one day they'll quote you. They'll realize that when you said, "This too shall pass," you weren't being poetic, you were being right. Number 7, the unshakable you. There comes a point in life when you become unshakable, not because you've never been shaken, but because you have, and you survived. You faced loss, illness, uncertainty. You watched plans crumble and built new ones from the rubble. You've learned to carry grief in one hand and gratitude in the other. This strength, it's not loud. It doesn't boast, but it's there, in your laugh lines, in your quiet resilience, in the way you comfort others without saying a word. You are not fragile. You are forged. So here's to the elders, to the wrinkled hands and the wise eyes, to the ones who know that aging isn't about fading, it's about illuminating. You've earned your stories, your scars, your softness. You've walked miles in shoes that pinched and danced barefoot when no one was watching. And if no one's told you this today, you're not just aging, you're evolving. So go ahead, wear the bright colors, tell the long stories, laugh loud, love harder, take naps without guilt, eat the cake. Because elder wisdom isn't about knowing everything. It's about knowing what really matters and passing it on, one smile, one story, one quiet moment at a time. Until next time, may your days be gentle, your nights restful, and your heart full of the wisdom only time can give.